Just abandon everything. How many hours do you have to work? Did you have a job with the water? Were you the man that fell in the water and drowned?
One of the oldest traditions of Orange County, New York Paranormal is that we always post a video from a location right before we investigate. We have done this since day one to try and bring you into the atmosphere and our mindset before we investigate. It has always been our goal to bring all of you along with us for this journey as best that we can. And sometimes, these videos can lead us to meeting new people and discovering new locations. This is exactly how we were invited to investigate the Seneca Falls Machines company building.
It's up there.
Okay.
Somebody commented on our video just now, apparently. Because when I was up there, the audio said ledge.
Oh,
And they said, I own the Seneca Falls Machine Factory. Want to take a look? Seneca Falls Machines was originally founded in 1864. In its prime, it was at the forefront of metalworking technology and custom-built machines. When the factory closed, much of the building was left just as it was. There are still tools in the workshops, family pictures on the shelves, and coffee cups on the desks. In terms of more specific history, that's about it. Much of the history of this location is either lost to time or shrouded in mystery. One of the reasons for the lack of specific public information could be the abundance of government contracts this company had during World War II and at the height of the Cold War. Some evidence of this secrecy can still be seen in the form of blackout curtains that remain from this era, which kept people from being able to see what was going on inside the factory. As for the paranormal history, there's even less to go on. There have not been any documented paranormal investigations of this location. So, we only had the personal experiences of the current owners and their family to go on. While that sounds like it makes it way more challenging, this is actually awesome. There is nothing like being the first people to investigate a location. Our team that night consisted of myself and Emily. As evidence of how much our paranormal family has grown, it's been almost 2 years since Emily and I last did an investigation just by ourselves. So, it was just the two of us up against this 44,000 square foot facility. This is also a dangerous location. The floors are torn up in many of the areas, and there is also a massive open elevator shaft of which we were always aware. These dangers, along with our unfamiliarity with the building, led to our decision to not do this investigation in total darkness. In some parts of the building, they kept the lights on for us. Where there were no overhead lights, we kept our flashlights on. During the tour we took with the owner, both Emily and I were captivated by the second floor. So, that's where we began. As I said before, the factory that was once here just stopped. Almost all the supplies were left as is. When the scrappers came in to take the desks, cabinets, and machinery, they made quite a mess. You can still see that mess in the footage.
I'm going over here because this area, like, enthralled me. We're here to understand you. Understand what happened in this building, why it is the way it is, why things went down the way they did. You see right there is a green light. If you want us to know you're here, you can move the light and change the color and make it darker. We'd love to see that, to know that you're here.
Just off this second floor factory level, there's a series of offices. It is reasonable to conclude that this was an executive's office, with the receptionist's office right next to it.
It's just solid double green.
What?
Solid double green.
Wow.
I am just looking to know how this area went and just became empty. If there's someone here, can you make the light turn to yellow or orange, please? Someone with us that can tell stories. Someone with us that can tell stories. That can let everyone know why were there like coffee cups left and papers that no one used. What happened so much that you had to just leave your card files and your filing cabinets? Just abandon everything. Just abandon everything.
It was in this area that we received some of the best spirit box answers we've ever captured. The spirit box quickly sweeps through the white noise from the radio stations, and spirits can speak within this white noise.
Whose office is this?
Who is you? Who are you?
Whose
Somebody-
office is this?
Who is you? Who are you?
What's your name? We haven't picked up the sound.
No. Can you tell us your name? Thank you. Can you tell us your name? Thank you.
Alan?
That's what I heard.
Hi, Alan. What was your job here?
What did you do in this office? Did you have a job here? Did you have a job here? How long did you work here? Did you have a job with the water? Were you the man that fell in the water and drowned? Did you have a job with the water? Were you the man that fell in the water and drowned?
Those are 5 intelligent responses and reactions to the questions we were asking. No other voices came through except for those responses, meaning they weren't just random words. When we left the office and returned to the factory section of the second floor, someone in the factory apparently thought we were leaving. Upon returning to this section, the vibe was completely different. It's difficult to explain the energy in this section of the building. It felt as if the factory was still in operation all around us. In the midst of the silent darkness, it felt busy, as if people were moving all around us.
I can hear and feel machines working.
About to say the same thing. It almost feels like the factory is moving,
Yes.
not for we're just kind of standing.
I'd love to know what it is you're producing here. How many hours do you have to work? How many hours do you have to work?
After exploring the second floor for a while longer, we moved down to the first floor. The feeling was very different down here. We still felt the energy, but it was not as busy as the upstairs felt. As we moved to the downstairs section of the factory, our camera on the other side of the first floor captured a voice, greeting us. Since we got such great results with the spirit box upstairs, we decided to try it again on the lower floor.
I want to speak to the foreman. Who's in charge? Where can I go to talk to the person who's in charge?
How much do you get paid?
Of the 2 levels of this building, the second floor provided the most evidence while we were there. However, as we were getting ready to leave, someone or something on the first floor decided to invite us back.
No. No.
The former Seneca Falls Machines building is a time capsule. The ownership invited us here to gather evidence and validate what they have felt around them. With the experiences we had and the evidence we collected, we feel confident in saying that there is paranormal activity in this building, both intelligent and residual. However, there is no way that 2 people could cover every square inch of this massive building and property. So we will be going back, and in greater numbers. We are not done with the Seneca Falls Machines building.